You are the custodian of our mineral wealth. Handle it with integrity. It is not yours. It is for the people of this land. It is for the future generations of this country. Exploit it responsibly. Protect it as a national trust, not a personal gain. Director of Ceremonies and Secretary for Mines and Mining Development, Mr. Fungwa Kunaka. Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution for Matabele and Metropolitan Province, Honorable Judith Nguwe. Minister of Mines and Mining Development, Honorable Winston Chitando. Minister of Industry and Commerce, Honorable Mangaliso Ndovu. Minister of Transport and Infrastructure Development, Honorable Felix Mona. Deputy Ministers of Mines and Mining Development, Honorable Dr. Engineer Porait Kambamura, Honorable Engineer Kereb Makwira Nzou, Chairperson, Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Mines and Mining Development, Honorable Remigio Matangira, and other members of Parliament here present. Permanent secretaries here present, senior government officials, board members and management of state-owned enterprises here present. President of the Chamber of Mines of Zimbabwe, Mr. John Msekiwa, Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Mines of Zimbabwe, Dr. Isaac Kwesu, and Chairman of the of Miners for Economic Development, Mr. Sutire. Let me now, we couldn't be here without the ZITF company. Board Chairman, Dr. Busisa Moyo, Chief Executive Officer, ZITF company, Dr. Nick Ndebere, Captains of Industry, Captains of Mining Industry, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. It is my singular honor and privilege to officiate the opening of the 28th edition of Mine Endra 2025 on behalf of the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, His Excellency Comrade Dr. Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. This conference is not merely an annual gathering. It is a strategic convening of minds shaping the future of our nation's mining, engineering, and transport sectors. It provides a platform for robust dialogue, innovation, and sustainable investment in one of Zimbabwe's most vital industries. From the coal fields of Hwange to the gold belts of Penaronga and the platinum corridors of the Great Dyke, our nation is abundantly blessed. Mining remains the backbone of our economy. contributing over 70% of export earnings. 14.5% of national gross domestic product, supporting livelihoods of thousands of our people and encouraging industrial development. As we pursue Vision 2030 and transition from the National Development Strategy 1 to the National Development Strategy 2, the mining sector remains pivotal to our national aspirations. Distinguished delegates, the theme of this year's Mine Entra, Beyond Extraction, Sustaining the Future of Mining, is both timely and visionary. It challenges us to reimagine mining, to move beyond the traditional model of resource exploitation and embrace a future defined by beneficiation, innovation, and community empowerment. Beyond extraction demands that we move from exporting raw ore to exporting finished products. It requires that every ton, every kilogram, every gram extracted translates into jobs created, industries built, and value addition of non-negotiable principles of our mining strategy. To the miners who are here today and those who did not come, you are the custodian of our mineral wealth. Handle it with integrity. It is not yours. It is for the people of this land. It is for the future generations of this country. Exploit it responsibly. Protect it as a national trust, not a personal gain. Our trust as government is to ensure everyone benefits from the mining sector, including future generations. We here and the current generation, we are not the alphas and omegas. They are future generations to come. They will need to survive, and they need these minerals. To the suppliers and service providers, you are the arteries of the mining ecosystem. Your expertise in equipment, logistics, and support keeps this industry alive. To the processors and off-takers, the era of raw mineral exports must give way to beneficiation and value addition. Mining must now drive industrialization, create jobs, and support downstream sectors. To the investors, both local and international, Zimbabwe remains open for business, not for extraction. And I repeat, it's open for business, but not for extraction. We seek mutual partnerships that ensure the minerals beneath our soil empower all our people. We are modernizing our regulatory frameworks and aligning with global best practices. The Mines and Minerals Amendment Bill, now gazetted, and actually in its second reading, modernizes our mining regime. It dovetails with global best practices by enforcing accountability, transparency, and corporate social responsibility. It ensures that every investor operates ethically. Every project benefits communities, and every operation protects the environment. It will result in mining translating into tangible benefits to communities through development of schools, clinics, roads, and sustainable livelihoods. For instance, it is now high time that all our coal fields up in the north, you start thinking of coming together. You should have done it yesterday, to help rebuild, rehabilitate that national railways of ours from Victoria Falls to Bulawayo. You don't have to wait for people to come and do it for you. Do it yourselves. And as government, we go into an agreement so that you recover your costs, but you spare the road so that those with their cars can go to Victoria Falls in luxury. But at the same time, those who would also want to go by train, seeing the beauty of our country, can go with the passenger trains to Victoria Falls. We need now to start thinking outside the box and see what develops this country. What you and me should be able to do, and not to sit and think miracles are going to happen. It will not. We have these resources, let's use them wisely. In addition, government will implement strict regulations and oversight mechanisms to ensure that corruption within the mining sector is effectively addressed and eradicated. Corruption, illicit trading, and leakages are cancers that erode public trust, distort markets, and deprive citizens of their rightful benefits. In that regard, I challenge the responsible authorities and ministries, departments, and agencies to put in place mechanisms that enhance the transparency of processes for licensing, monitoring, and enforcing compliance among mining companies. Regular audits, community engagement initiatives, public reporting, and whistleblower protection will become integral to our governance architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, we commend the recent commissioning of strategic projects such as the Palm River Energy Metallurgical Plant and the Zimplant's smelter expansion abutment project. These are milestones that encourage beneficiation and energy self-sufficiency. However, our ambition goes further. We need to build a fully integrated mining value chain that feeds into manufacturing, energy and export competitiveness. To this end, I urge greater collaboration between mining houses and research institutions, leveraging geospatial mapping, artificial intelligence, and automation to improve efficiency, traceability, and transparency. Under the National Development Strategy 1, mining is a key pillar of economic transformation. However, we should ensure that our mining operations are carried out in a sustainable manner that safeguards our environment and surrounding communities. In alignment with the Africa Mining Vision 2009 and SADC Protocol on Mining that was done in 1997, Zimbabwe is integrating climate resilience, renewable energy use, and ecosystem restoration into its mining framework. Expansion is being driven by exploitation, reopening of closed mines, and the growth of beneficiation and value addition. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, let me reiterate that this year's Mine Endra is not just an exhibition. It is a game changer. As we approach key milestones in our mining sector, I urge captains of industry, mining industry, to seize the opportunities presented here. Let this event be a launchpad for partnerships, investment, and policy alignment that will shape the future of Zimbabwe. The Second Republic remains committed to engagement and re-engagement. We welcome investors from all corners of the world who share our value of responsibility, transparency, and shared prosperity. We are building a Zimbabwe where mining is not just a source of revenue, but a foundation for national renewal and growth. As we open this 28th edition of Mine Endra, I call upon all miners, investors, and stakeholders to join hands in building a mining sector that truly goes beyond extraction. Let this conference ignite bold ideas, partnerships, and innovations that transform our mineral wealth into sustainable prosperity. I now declare the 2025 edition of the Mining, Engineering, and Transport Expo Conference officially open. I thank you.